and welcome to the Rules Guru. By special request today we're going to cover inside the 23 metre zone, when to use cards and when to use an upgrade. So Carol, we might start today with what would happen if there were a green card offence within the 23 metre zone. Yep. The reason we're doing this is with our game today, it is very fast paced, and anything that's going to slow that down, we need to consider the right way to manage that.
Griner turns, Harris comes through with the big bump, umpire's playing advantage.
That's how strong Beck Griner is over the ball.
With the self-play option, anything that stops that from being able to happen, we need to manage. Now, if that were to happen in between the two 23 metre areas, if someone were to say, hit the ball away and prevent the attackers from carrying on with the ball, we would give a green card in that space. But what we need to clarify is in this space, that is an upgrade to a penalty corner.
Free hit goes to Warner. Umpire says Emily Morrison wasn't back 5 and straight away awards a penalty corner.
If that was to happen repeatedly, if the team did it a couple of times over, then we would consider doing a penalty corner and a green card. Yeah. But for the first time, a penalty corner to tell everybody that we're not going to allow it is going to be enough.
The young, dangerous, always dangerous. Oh, there we go. A fairly agricultural tackle, and they're complaining. Adam Barry says, no thank you, gone.
And
have a spell.
As well.
There'll be no more than 2, that's for sure.
Working hard there at the back is Brooke Anderson for Ascot, gets that one back in and forces a short corner. Very good work, Brooke Anderson. Strong running, committed to it, and a card there to Pembroke.
We're talking specifically inside the 23 metre area here, Carol. Like I said, if it was to happen outside in between those two 23 metre zones, then it would be a green card offence. Do that quite quickly too, because we don't want to slow the play down. But however, inside here, at that magical line that is the 23 metre line, that's where our decision changes.
So let's talk about being a metre within from the sideline, so right out wide. Are we still going to upgrade to a penalty corner from there?
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Would have been a different story, but Padman's going well.
So Brandhill comes to stock, and umpire Godding says penalty corner.
Maybe it was the tackle, maybe it was the 5.
The other thing that we also now need to consider too is, because we are talking about upgrades here, so that's a green card offence. Anything that is a green card offence within those two zones, here is going to be a penalty corner. You're not necessarily going to need to give a green card as well, because that penalty corner is an upgrade which tells everyone that what has happened is not allowed, and it is quite a harsh penalty towards the defence. So the green card doesn't need to be used.
They were well back, and now Lawrence shoots, slip, umpire awards a penalty corner. So Brooke Anderson says, thanks very much, I'll get that forward. That's Matheson, Eliza Matheson, and penalty corner awarded.
Unless, like I said, it's a repeat offence, then you're going to need to use both. If I was to make a tackle here that would be a green card offence, what would you do?
Call time and give you a green card for the 2-minute suspension.
Okay, so if I make the same tackle that was worth a green card here, what would you do?
I would give a penalty corner and no green card in this situation.
Okay, so if I make a tackle here that is worth more than a green card, so we're talking now a yellow card offence, what would you do here?
So Tara, as you are outside of the 23 metre area, it would just be a yellow card.
Okay, so if I do the same tackle inside the 23, which is a really bad tackle if you're going to give me a yellow card, what would you do?
I would still give you the yellow card, however, upgrade it to a penalty corner as well.
All right, let's now talk about this inside the circle. So if a breach was to occur within this space that is card worthy, we would be looking at a penalty stroke.
So essentially, any card-worthy offence within the circle is clarified as a penalty stroke. But sometimes you may want to consider a card in this situation as well.
That's right, Kez. We do need to judge the severity, however. If there was a tackle that was to happen within the D and it was what you would consider a 10-minute yellow card, you might have to consider also giving a yellow card in that situation. However, there isn't a black and white rule with this one. It does need to be judged on the severity of the tackle.
So what you're saying, for a major breach inside the circle, we're looking at a penalty stroke. Depending on the severity of the tackle, we may also consider a card in this situation.
Actually, I think it was McAlpine that infringed.
We have a look at it again. Take your pick. And the stroke has been awarded.
And Dalgades puts the ball in the back of the net.
So what we're trying to clarify here is we have two things. We have an individual penalty, which is a card, and it's given to the individual player. We also have a team penalty, which is what we have as the upgrade penalty corner or the penalty stroke.
So any breakdown of play within the 23 metre is needed for an upgrade. Therefore, if it is outside of the circle, it would be a penalty corner. If we are inside the circle, it would be a penalty stroke.
And depending on the severity, we then also need to consider whether we need to give a card or not. So remember, a green card within the 23 metre area, the upgrade to a penalty corner is enough. However, if the breach is a yellow card offence, you may need to consider using both. Inside the circle, when you upgrade to a penalty stroke, that generally is going to be enough. However, if the severity of the tackle would be considered a 10-minute yellow card, you may also need to consider giving a yellow card in this instance as well.
So what we're trying to get across here today is where the breach occurs and how to penalise this appropriately. So if the breach happens outside of the 23 metre area, keep it simple, give the individual penalty just to get the game moving.
We need to consider the upgrades and team penalties within the 23 metre area. That means upgrading to the penalty corner, or if it's inside the circle, upgrading to a penalty stroke. That's all from us today with the Rules Gurus.
See you next time.